like a ball.
Look, ladies, the reason why men don't respect nice girls, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's kind of fucked up, but it's because we guys see nice girls as though they're dumb. It's just that simple. Nice girls, and mind you, nice girls are not dumb. In real life, that same nice girl could be an executive at a firm. That same nice girl could be a therapist. That same nice girl could be a scientist. But when that nice girl gets into a relationship, she regresses. She becomes who she really is. The emotions from a childhood begin to rise up, and it makes her completely irrational. And so what happens is not that you lose your intelligence, but that you lose your emotional intelligence. You lose your social intelligence as a cascading effect. But not your general social intelligence you lose, but you become myopic. You only lose it in that specific area. And that's why, even though you're a nice girl, even though you're getting played, you will justify and say, you will rationalize your decisions because deep down you think you're smart. Deep down you could point to evidence that says you're clever, that says that that what you're doing. But the reason why that's happening is because you're getting confirmation that goes against your conscious self-image. But if you really look deep down, you are that. That is who you are at your core. When people fall in love and they're acting out of character, they usually say, I'm acting different. They usually say, I was acting out of character because I was in love. No. What happened was that you were acting completely and fully yourself for once. And if you're one of these nice girls, by the way, I'm having a seminar called Social Intelligence. It's a seminar for people who, people who lack it. Actually, yes, it's for people who feel like they lack social intelligence. And one of the things that shows that you lack social intelligence is that you keep having a lot of misunderstandings with people. You don't have a lot of alliances. You constantly you're constantly in battles and in petty battles with people that you work with. You constantly have misunderstandings with people. Also, you feel like you're in the dark. You don't know where you stand. You don't know what people think about you. Social intelligence is all about understanding what's going on in people's mind. It's almost like a form of telepathy. So I'm having one in December 4th in New York City. Attend. Bring your friends as well. It's a seminar for every single person. Okay, it's part 1 of my social intelligence course that I'm creating. All right, so go in there, and also I have a course called Nice Girl. Go check it out. So how do you overcome your lack of social intelligence? First, understand that social intelligence is knowing that the way that you see people is tinted through your insecurities, and also nice girls are victims. They focus on what people did to them rather on what they did wrong to get those types of results, right? And also, though, nice girls are naturally inward. When they get attacked, when people attack them, they usually get inward rather than remaining rational, observant, right? Rather than using the attack as a way to judge this person, and to not judge them in terms of saying they're good or bad, but to say, okay, they did this, and this correlates with what they did in the past, and you're using their past, or you're using their behavior to create an image. You're constantly have your ears in the grounds of reality. You're constantly updating with the way you see people. But when you turn inward, you stop updating. You stop seeing the person for who they are because you're such a victim. You're in pain. You're constantly saying, I'm being attacked. But what you should do is, when you feel attacked, you should say, okay, I feel attacked. What can I learn about them from this? What does this say about them? How does this relate to their past patterns? You're actually getting out of your head. You're becoming more rational, because the natural response is to turn inward and to feel like the victim, because it feels good. Why? Because it's validating your self-opinion. All right. So you got to get out of that mindset of constantly thinking of yourself. That's what's pretty much, because nice girls, like I said in my previous videos, nice girls are forgiving. Nice girls forgive and forget. But if you're actually doing what I'm teaching you right now, if you actually, when you feel attacked, rather than feeling like you're the victim, asking yourself, okay, what can I focus on here? What does this say about the group? Rather than feeling bad that the group that where you're in hates you, you say to yourself, okay, what does it say about this group? What does it say about the dynamics of the group? Okay, how can I? What's the difference between this group and the other group? Don't resent that you're having conflict. Learn from it, right? Because when you resent the conflict you're going through, you actually begin to repress it. You run away from it. You actually begin to feel like the victim. Embrace the situation where you're in. Become a mental warrior. Fight it. Attack it. Stand in front of it. Allow yourself to receive the attacks, and allow yourself to not forget the things that people do to you, not from a resentful way, but just remember and consistently update people. You have something called your neocortex. It's very it's very the connections in it are very fickle. Whenever our reptilian brain surges with intense emotions such as jealousy or feeling like the victim, right? Those emotions are so intense that it causes you to lose focus with your new and higher form of consciousness, which is your rationality, which stems in your neocortex. This takes a lot of practice. This takes a lot of effort, right? You're going against your limbic system. You're going against the most primitive part of your brain, which produces all of the emotions of jealousy, anger. And so it's very difficult for you, so for such an undeveloped part of our brain, relatively speaking, evolutionarily, to actually combat it. But it is possible. And you use the strategies that I'm teaching you, right? And also understand is that one of the things about nice girls is that they focus on the good and ignore the bad. This again goes with this topic. You got to keep consistently updating people the way you see people. Stop having this stagnant stop having this like static view of people. People are constantly changing, and they're showing you evidence of their change. Look for them. You have friends who shouldn't be your friends. You have friends who shouldn't be in your life. They've hurt you, they betrayed you, but because you think you guys have history, but because you think you guys, or because you lack having friends, you feel lonely, your insecurities are changing the way you're seeing this person. You feel like you could trust them out of default simply because what's out there is worse. In other words, you don't want to be alone. So you rather receive that oxytocin, that pleasure of being loved when it's not based in reality, then get in contact with reality. You know deep down that person is not good for you. You know deep down that this person is not your friend, but you rather ignore him. You rather live in the matrix. You rather plug yourself in and live in an alternate reality. But you can never run away from reality. Reality will strike at you. Reality will come at you. And when it does, is it gonna come at you with the weight of all of the things you've been suppressing. It's better to come towards reality than let it come to you. Either way, you're going to face it. Start seeing people for who they are. Consistently keep updating people's perception. And if they're not good for you, leave them. This is the most important thing that nice girls need to understand. And it's the foundation to having social intelligence, which is completely always assuming that people are changing and looking out for those changes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have two nieces, one is 19 and one is 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get him. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside, because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're going to be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man. Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one would teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control, and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women on power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship. And this, a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. And how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you could read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video. Right there, you'll see it, and you could pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two, people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. I'm closing the channel.